Hey, hey, I can talk. You gonna WE Froggy again? Next week. Sitting up here with Lilly, and I finally know what her problem is. She misses Fluff. She hasn't been in this house without another dog, so everything is pretty much new. I caught her nuzzling Fluff's collar, so that pretty much told me the real deal. I know you're lonely, sweetheart. Everything's gonna be all right, though. Everything's gonna be all right. She's gonna be watching the big game with Nene and I, since her big sister and her running buddy has passed on, and I do miss her a lot because that was my first and for 5 years the only dog I've had. Then I had to give Miss Fluff company because she had separation anxiety and would tear up the house every time we left up out of here. She not gonna speak for me. You could probably hear her shaking her collar. And, I got 1 year more than what they said Pugapoo's lifespan is. They said the lifespan for the Pugapoo is 12 to 14 years, and we just celebrated Fluff's birthday on September the 22nd. 27th. So she gave me an extra year, or really, I think she gave my grandmother extra time on here because my grandmother loved that dog. She loved Lilly too, but Fluff, she called Fluff her baby. A woman that said that she didn't really like dogs left this world loving that dog. And Fluff will make you love her too because she do some really personable things. But out of the 15 years, I watched that dog and my grandmother have a solid routine of greeting each other every morning. Remember when Fluff, got up there about maybe 11 years old, she wouldn't come upstairs to visit me like she used to when she was a pup. But she came up, and when she heard my grandmother moving around in her room, she made it her business to climb up those stairs and greet my grandmother. I wish I had it on tape because I'll never experience or see that again. But yeah, for 15 years, they will greet each other every morning. Fluff does this like little howl thing. And then she followed the grandma to the treat jar. And the day my grandmother, she passed on the 17th, Fluff wasn't acting, she wasn't acting really healthy. I didn't know what was going on. And then she had that first seizure. I started getting scared. And Nene called the animal hospital. By the time that she called the animal hospital, Fluff had two more seizures. The last one, I was holding her. She urinated on me. I didn't care. I was more concerned about her well being. And when the lady asked Nene, well, how many seizures has she had? Nene had said 3. And the type of help that this bitch asked, she said, well, we can put her down for $100. Bitch, that's not what we called for. But after calling a couple more vets, They came down to the conclusion that my dog was in kidney failure. But I wasn't going to give somebody $100 to put down a dog that helped me deal with and live with my diabetes. I'm not going to do her like that. So I just babied her. I knew her time wasn't going to last much longer. And on the 19th, she died in my lap. I've never had an animal pass on like that that's been close to me. And she was a really, really good dog. And Lilly misses her little running buddy. Because even though Fluff wasn't a runner, they would still play. The only time they got territorial is when walked past each other's bowl. I neutralized that because I didn't feed them in the same room anymore. That's how I cut down on those little doggy spats. The Pugapoo. Didn't know nothing about that breed until I got one. And I can say, if you got an elderly family member or something, that's a good dog for them. Definitely a good dog for them. What the fuck is going on here? Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a situation I got to attend to. So we out.